Good day, everyone. I'd like to appreciate everyone, our partners, our friends, all the members of REALSTAR Leaders Club, and their friends also. You know, we have gotten a lot of feedbacks, and a lot of people are joining up now, signing up as members, visiting the site, liking our page, Facebook page, and our Instagram page and Twitter. We'll really appreciate you. That shows what we are doing is we are together in this project of building a new Nigeria. You know, we have been looking at building a new Nigeria. We look at communicating the vision, and we saw together we are all looking for a nation where righteousness will be exalted. We saw in communication, preparing ourselves, the area we need to have prepared ourselves in our last episode. Today we'll be looking at having been prepared, what next to be part of this project. You need to get involved. Because building a new Nigeria is not an individual project. It's not a project for a selected people or group of people or political parties. It involves all Nigerians, both home and in diaspora. It is nothing to do with culture. It has nothing to do with culture. It has nothing to do with tribalism. It has nothing to do with tribe affiliation, sentiment, love, hatred for an individual. It's a collective effort to build a new Nigeria. You know, I have follow-ups on social media to evaluate most people's thoughts and reason via their originated posts. They post, they forward messages, they forward on social media. And if you look at it carefully, majority of such who are scrambling and screaming for a new Nigeria has no knowledge about the nation they are asking for. They don't have single knowledge about that. Rather, they are building on settlements, on tribes, and all of this. And the nation we are looking at that God is seeing in Nigeria is not a tribalistic nation. It's not a nation with nepotism. It's a nation where righteousness will be exalted. Recall in our last episode where we spoke extensively on communication. And having said that, we also talked about developing ourselves. Today we'll be looking at involvement. How can you make the change if you are not part of it? You cannot make a change, or you cannot be a part of the builders of this new Nigeria without being involved. And being involved means you will work hard to research on information. It's not hearsays. You know, when we talk about change, what do we say about change? In my words, I say change is seeing how things is done and having a preferred option, how it ought to be. You know, how it ought to be. So you cannot be outside to build this nation and make a significant impact. Your change you need to make, it must be based on information, via intensive studies, via research, consultation, and analysis. All this will make up or make you to talk less. You want a new Nigeria. How much information about Nigeria do you have? And what you post on social media, is it hearsay? Have you researched on those information that is flying around? You must have this, and when you have enough information, it will make you to talk less, and it will make you to look inward, to check the inside of you. If you have the leadership traits, if you have what it takes to provide good leadership for the change we need. The process of making change, it all starts with you being a part of the process and allowing your values and principles to redefine the existing order or create a better policies. You can't say, oh, I need a new Nigeria or want to see a new Nigeria without being a part of Nigerian project. You have to be a part of it. It's like this, like they say, the best players in the football most times are not the people in the pitch. They are the people who are watching. They know how to score the goal And yet, they are the best players, but they never win a prize. Because it is when you involve in doing something, that is where you can what? You can be given a award for. Now, I'd like you to understand there are some few tips you need to have to be relevant in the building of this nation. Few tips to get involved. Number one, you must have a vision. You must have a mission and a set goal. And these goals can be short-term goals, can be medium-term goals, they can be what? A long-term goal. You want to be the president of Nigeria. What do you do? Is it the same day? You know, sometimes we look at things in our country and it amazes us. Someone will just come from nowhere and said, God said he wants to be the president, and without a track record. What is the vision? What is your vision aligned with the vision of the new Nigeria? The second thing, having create a vision, your mission and your goal, and put them in segments. Have the short term, medium term, and long term. Then you open up for learning. You open yourself. That's another tip. You open yourself for what? To learning. The third thing you need to do is to be humble. A lot of people are not humble enough, and they forget it takes humility to learn from others. It takes humility. Sometimes when you join a political party or you join an organization, the people you meet or you are meeting there, you might look at yourself, how will I learn from this? You look at them and say, oh, I am in your thoughts or your thinking that, I am better than this person. I can't learn from this person. That is why most people will run in every election year. They want to be president. At the end of the day, after that election year, you won't hear of them till the next election year. The process, being a part of the new Nigeria, you must what? You must humble yourself to belong to a place where you can learn, where you can be taught, where you can understand how things are being done, and the way you want things to be done. You cannot use your values and your principle to change the existing order to the order where the nation will be born. Number 4, you must develop your social skill. You must what? Develop your social skill. This enables you to know how to ask questions, how to answer questions, how to make a meaningful contribution. Today, when you see what people post, I said earlier, repost and forward, you will be able to know how and understand their level of intelligence. You know, I think a few days back, someone posted something, and at the end, he said the post originated from the former CBN governor. And when you read through it, and if you have been following him, you know the way he writes, the way he speaks. And the post that was going around, indeed, has not really shown the capacity of the man they stamped as the author. Another thing you need to know is you know how to respect people's boundary. To be a part, these are the tips for involvement. Be what? Respect other people's boundary. Remember, every relationship has boundaries. And when these boundaries are respected, you have a rewarding relationship. What we are saying is these are steps for building the step towards a new Nigeria. We are looking at now involvement. And these are tips for you to use. You need to get involved. You must respect other people's boundary. You will have to stay on the present issue. You have to stay focused on the present. This is very important because there is history, there is present, there is future. When you bring history and the present situation together, you will be able to determine what the tomorrow looks like. These are the two factors that help in refining your vision daily. Because vision is not static, it's dynamic. You must share your conversation with meaningful people. You want to be a part of the new Nigeria, you must share your conviction, and your conversation must be with meaningful people. And lastly, you must be yourself. The moment people understand and discover you have faked your identity, they will lose interest in whatever you do or what you say. Be yourself. These are a few tips you need to be a part of the new Nigeria. And this new Nigeria we are talking about are the nation where every other people across the nation are coming to see how to become or how to lead in a godly way. Thank you once again for being a part of this. I'd like to encourage you to like our page, subscribe to our YouTube channel, share it. Because when many of us understand the vision of the new Nigeria we are talking about, we will not allow sentiment, nepotism, ignorance, and poor attitude to define who we are. Nigeria is a great nation. God bless you.
For more information, visit our website www.realstarleadersclub.org.